Saluton, parolas Tomaso. Estas bone reveni kaj esti kun vi por lerni iom da Esperanto. Hi everybody, it's Thomas here, and today we're going to practice a little Duolingo and practice a little Esperanto on Duolingo. So you guys have been here before, you know how this works. If you want to bring up Duolingo on your own device to follow along, and if you have any questions while you're learning, bring it up in the chat. I will swing back around and see what you guys are doing. I thought I would just simply jump into Duolingo and do some Esperanto and see where that takes us. Yeah, so let's get started, and then in just a few minutes, after a few people have joined, I will let you know what's going on here and what's coming up in the next few weeks for Esperanto and for Esperanto Variety Show. Yes, kaj por tiuj, kiuj volas havi ion en Esperanto, mi volas atentigi ke en la pasinta semajno mi ja faris nu 40 minutan elsendon nur en Esperanto. Do se vi ne bezonas aŭdi la anglan kaj vi preferas aŭdi Esperanton, vi povas aŭskulti tiun vivan elsendon de antaŭ unu semajno. Fakte mi intencis fari tion en la priskribo, sed mi ne sukcesis. Bone. All right. So here we go. My phone just beeped, which means that I can tell we're alive, and we're alive. We're all alive here. All right, but we're not learning German today. We're learning Esperanto, so I have to switch languages here. Of course, first thing I notice as I do this is we have a different interface than we did the last time. We used to have the round dealy jobs there, the round icons. I had a little bell icon on there that was new. I find these notifications to be next to useless, because all it does is tell me who's following me. And I don't quite see any advantage of that. All right. Well, it's a nice day in Rochester, New York, so why don't we do some exercises for weather? Let's take a look at the tips and notes. Always a good thing to do. And the first thing it tells us is that when we're talking about the weather, we often do not need a word corresponding to it, unless there's an actual it that is doing something, like it is my favorite dessert, right? That there's an actual it that we're talking about. It represents something. But if we're just saying it's raining, or it's snowing, or it's a warm day, there's no actual it that's doing that. So we just say pluvas, neĝas, estas varma tago. Ĉu, by the way, is for yes or no questions. Always a good idea to say ĉu when you're asking a yes or no question. I was doing a lesson recently, a live private lesson with a fellow from Brazil, and he started asking me a question, and he was about halfway through his questions, and I realized he was asking me for information rather than giving me information. So that word ĉu really does help in communication. All right. Adjectives are describing words, and affixes such as umo and bona. All right. Let's see where this lesson takes us. Start lesson. The weather is hot. La vetero estas varma. I should turn the sound on, turn my speakers off in case you guys want to. How do I do that? Here we go. I click on my little audio settings. We want to use the internal speaker, not my headphones. I have the headphones attached so I can use the microphone. Trying not to blow your guys' ears out. All right, there we go. La vetero estas varma. You are correct. No, pluvas, ne neĝas. That's what I call the second male voice, aka Rafa. All right, pluvas, ne neĝas. So this is the same thing we just talked about. It is snowing, or it is raining. It is raining. Not snowing. Right? You could be, it is raining, it is not snowing, but no need to get that complicated. It is raining, not snowing. And of course, if there are any questions, please do let me know. Is the weather in Australia hot? That's a yes or no question. Ĉu la vetero en Australio estas varma. All right, one question that comes up a lot is, on the forum is people want to know, if people look at the sentence and they see that it says, is the weather hot? Is the weather in Australia hot? So they want to put in estas la vetero en Australio varma, right? They want to start it with estas, but they know there's supposed to be a chu in there. So they want to say chu estas la vetero en Australia varma. Actually, in this case, that's okay, but in most cases, it leads to a potentially confusing sentence. And if we come up with one where that's the case, we'll talk about it a little more then. All right, 3 in a row. Look at that. Oh, that's a new thing. I have not seen it tell me this before. I got 3 in a row. Maybe because I don't normally do the exercise. Normally I just do test out. Or that could be a new feature. Who knows? Oh, tap what you hear. All right, see if we can get this to play so you guys can hear it. Play ya, ding ding.
Ĉu vi loĝas en Aŭstralio?
Ĉu vi loĝas en Aŭstralio? You guys catch that? Ĉu vi loĝas en Aŭstralio? Ĉu vi loĝas en Aŭstralio? You are a good man. How do we say that? Vi estas. Right? It's not a question, so there's no ĉu. You are a good man. Vi estas bona viro. Thanks for noticing, Duo. 5 in a row. Pluvas en usono. Pluvas en usono. Tap what you hear. Pluvas en usono. It is not snowing in Australia. All right, so they kind of gave it away with the capital N there for ne. But once again, since we're talking about the weather and there's no actual it that snows, snow just sort of falls from the sky, we don't need an it. We don't need the word G in our answer. Ne neĝas en Australio. Ne neĝas. Where's the word neĝas en Australio? All right, 7 in a row. All right, got that one done. Da, da, da. Please tell me I did a wonderful job. I need to be validated by Duolingo. Please wait. Bonvolu attendi. Bone, do kiam mi attendas, mi venos al babileo por vidi kiu spektas. Combo bonus, 5 bonus XP. Look at that. I'm really cleaning the house here. All right. If I think I'm over here to live events, I can click on this, and then it's going to make sound, and you guys are going to hear echoes, and you're going to say, Thomas, why are you doing that to me? There, got that muted. And who's here? 6 watching. Excellent. Nice to have people watching. That's why I do this. Bone, do estas multaj komentoj. Do Lance, saluton Lance. Fakte mi devas sendi al vi mesaĝon, ĉar mi rigardis en mia kalendaro ke la patrona babilado devus esti en la pasinta dimanĉo, sed mi tute ne aranĝis tion, do eble ni povos aranĝi por la venonta dimanĉo, kaj se tio ne sukcesos, mi ne povos fari ĉimonate, ĉar mi vojaĝas ĉiun semajnfinon, tio estas alia afero. Mi iros al Bostono por la landa kongreso. Efektive mi serĉas gastiganton survoje, do se vi loĝas inter Rochestro kaj Bostono, kaj volus havi gaston, volu anonci vin. Do Esperanto demandas, kion vi pensas pri Tokipona? La lingvo Tokipona. Yes, do efektive, do mi partoprenis en prelegeto a prezentaĵo eble pri Tokipona antaŭ preskaŭ 20 jaroj, kiam ĝi estis vere nova. Kaj mi memoras ke en tiu tempo estis ne existis poŝtelefonoj, sed kelkaj personoj havis la tiel nomata Palm Pilot, do tio estas poŝkomputileto, kaj mi vere miris ke la lingvo estis tiel malgranda, la vortaro de Tokipona estis tiel malgranda, ke eblas simple havi ĝin en la poŝo sur poŝkomputilo, sur Palm Pilot. Yes, do kio mi pensas? Do mi pensas ke ĝi estas interesa lingvo, mi vere neniam lernis ĝin, sed kaj estas ege interese al mi, ke esperantisto elpensis la lingvon, ke ĉerpis kelkajn vortojn el Esperanto. Ekzemple eĉ la nomo de la lingvo, toki, estas de la angla vorto talk, kaj pona estas de la Esperanta vorto bona, do ĝi estas bona lingvo, toki pona. Do tio estas interesa, kaj estas interese al mi, ke multaj personoj kiuj tute ne interesiĝas pri Esperanto aŭdas pri ĝi kaj pensas ke ĝi estas interesa afero kaj foje venas al Esperanto pro tio, aŭ simple venas al Tokipona kaj ĝuas ĝin. Do mi pensas ke ĝi estas vere bona afero, sed ne tiel bona por mi. Bonan tagon al Filipo. Saluton. Kio estis? Salutan mestas. Yes, do fakte estis bone vidi Filipon en la kanalo de Esperanto uso A. Do, mi esperas vidi vin en Bostono. Bonan tagon, tagegon. Thomas Wariner, kaj al vi tio, jen nova nomo, estas bone vidi vin. Gores, ankaŭ mi ne rekonas vin. Kion vi pensas pri Tokipona? Kio estas Tokipona? Yes, do mi ĵus iomete klarigis. Kial vi demandas tion, se la viva elsendo temos pri Esperanto? Nu, yes, eble li estas scivolemulo. Bone. Do, Eva, do bone, dankon, estas tion da novaj spektantoj tie ĉi, do eble mi klarigu kio okazas. Mia ekrano estas malklara. Yes, pardono, tio estas problemo. Mi havas vere malrapidan retkonekton, tial mi kutime ne montras videon, kiam mi faras vivan elsendon. Kaj multaj personoj diras, ke ili ŝatas tiujn vivajn elsendojn pro la sono, ke ĝi estas ŝanco aŭskulti Esperanton, ekzemple en la aŭto, aŭ kiam oni, mi ne scias, lavas telerojn aŭ laboras en la domo. Bone, alright, do bone, mi klarigos iomete en la angla, ĉar estas multaj novaj spektantoj. Yeah, so basically, this is part of a series of question and answer periods that I do occasionally. I have been doing them once a week. I would like to get back into doing that as well. My schedule got a little bit hairy for a bit, and that is busy. My schedule got a little bit busy for a little while, and I was not able to fit that in. But let me make sure, yeah, my camera is off. I want to make sure I wasn't burning bandwidth with my camera, and I'm not, so that's good. Yep, so typically we will just go through some Duolingo exercises and explain the grammar behind them, or if there's any common questions that come up. And if you are watching, it might be good to bring up your own Duolingo, and if you have any questions, anything you get stuck on or want to know why it is that way, we can answer it live in the call. Other than that, yeah. All right. Ĉiu vorto havas tre ĝeneralan signifon aŭ plurajn signifon. Yes, ni ankoraŭ yes, jen demando de Stefan Go. Yes, do Machiac ankoraŭ parolas pri Tokipona, kaj Stefan Go demandas ĉu mi duŝas nude, kaj mi havas demandon por vi, kiun aŭ kion mi duŝu, kiam mi duŝas min, aŭ kiam mi duŝas. Yes, so kiam mi duŝas min, plej ofte mi estas nuda, kaj fakte tio estas alia temo. Do mi ne scias ĉu vi konas Tubaron, sed en Tubaro unu el la plej spektataj filmetoj en Tubaro estas ĝi nomiĝas Nude, mi pensas. Kaj mi havis la ideon fari filmetojn pri tiuj furoraj temoj de Tubaro, Kai mi devas pripensi kiel mi povus fari filmeton pri nudeco, char mi vere dubas ĉu iu volas vidi min en la duŝo. Sed mi ja havas akvoimunan kameraon, do tiu ja eblas, sed tiu ĉi devus esti do bona kanalo por infanoj kaj familioj. Do mi vere ne planas vere esti nuda, sed iel mi povus fari filmeton pri tiu temo, aŭ ĉu ni faru ĉion malantaŭ kurteno. Bone, do Stefan, tio estas interesa demando, sed vere ne utila demando. Do mi vere preferus demandojn pri Esperanto kaj Esperanto gramatiko. Vi povus intervjui nudiston. Efektive. Yes, do jen alia historio. Mi iam iris al loka renkontiĝo por ateistoj. Do mi iris kaj ĝi estis pikniko de la somera pikniko de la Rochestra ateisto, kaj estis virino tie, kaj ŝi vere plendis, ke mi portis malhelajn okulvitrojn. Kaj ŝi tuj klarigis, ke ŝi estas nudisto, kaj multaj personoj venas al nudisma renkontiĝo, kaj ili portas malhelajn sunvitrojn, kaj tio estas kontraŭregula. Kaj ŝi sentus sin multe pli komforta se mi deprenus la okulvitrojn, la sunvitrojn. Kaj mi klarigu al vi, karaj aŭskultantoj kaj spektantoj, ke mi vere ni ne estis nudaj, tio estis vere familia afero. Kaj ni ĉiuj bone vestis nin, kaj ŝi simple diris, ke ŝi estas nekomforta kiam ŝi ne povas vidi la okulojn de la alia persono. Do mi deprenis la sunvitrojn kaj vere estis vere hele ĉe la lago tie. Kaj kiam ni foriris, ŝi diris al mi, mi typos kion ŝi diris. Ŝi demandis ĉu mi volas iri al nova Nova dancgrupo, aŭ nova dancklubo. Nova dance. Mi ne povas typi Esperanton kaj paroli angle samtempe. Sed ŝi demandis ĉu ni volas iri al nova dancklubo. New Dance Club. Sed efektive mi sciis, ke ŝi ne diris New Dance Club, ke ŝi diris Nude Dance Club. Nuda dance. Nuda dance klubo. Kai yes. Kai mi ne volis, kai fakte sentis min vere nekomforta pri tio. Mi ne volas prijuĝi la emojn de alia persono, sed mi pensas ke vere nudistos se ili ja komprenu ke ne ĉiuj en la mondo estas nudisto kaj simple ne invitu apenaŭ konatan personon kiun vi ĵus renkontiĝis al nudisma renkontiĝo. Bone. Stefan Gold demandas ĉu mi konas Eveldian persone. Ne, mi ne konas lin. Mi efektive li kaj mi estis Facebookaj amikoj dum kelka tempo, sed li forpelis min el la listo de la amikoj, ĉar li kaj mi havas vere malsamajn humorsentojn, kaj mi ne komprenas la lian, kaj li ne komprenas la mian. Sed krom tio ni sufiĉe amikece interrilatas, sed mi neniam renkontis lin vidalvide. Sed efektive mi lastatempe kontaktis lin, ĉar mi volas fari filmeton kun la titolo La malgaja vero pri Eveldia. Kaj mi petis lian permeson, kaj mi demandis al li pri la malgaja vero. Do bonvolu doni, mi diris al vi, cara Ricardo, bonvolu doni al mi iom da malgaja vero por mia filmeto. Kaj li donis al mi kelkajn ideojn, sed mi mem devas elpensi la malgajan veron, aŭ eble la gajan malveron pri Eveldia. Ni vidos. Tio estas ideo por la estonteco. Bone. Do jen mahiac us montras la ĉapelitajn literojn. Bone, ni lernu pli da Esperanto. Let's learn a little more Esperanto here. It's funny when you guys start speaking Esperanto in the chat, I completely forget that I was speaking English before. That happened to me the other day. I have a friend that I almost know, Esperantist, American Esperantist. I almost always chat with him in English, and I had to look up one word, and as soon as I did, I just started writing in Esperanto and didn't even realize it. All right, here we go. I'm 33% complete with the weather lesson. Let's do another lesson. Is the weather bad today? Ĉu la vetero estas malbona hodiaŭ? There it is. Ĉu la vetero estas malbona hodiaŭ?
La oficejo estas malvarma.
Oh yeah, la oficejo estas malvarma. The office, la oficejo estas malvarma. Right? Estas is cold. So malvarma describes the oficejo, so we use an adjective. If there's a noun there to describe, we always use an adjective. Hopefully that'll come up in a little bit. Is the weather bad today? Yep, so again, bad is describing the weather. And then, yeah, here we go. So I'm going to type this in wrong first, right? This is what I was talking about before. A lot of people see where it says, they know a yes or no question starts with ĉu, and then they want to say, they want to go word for word literally. Is estas, la is the, weather is vetero, malbona is bad, and today is hodiaŭ, right? So a lot of times people will try to put that in. I don't know whether this answer will be accepted. I would suspect that it's not, and I'm not going to hit enter because I don't really want to find out. And people will say, well, why is this answer wrong? Ĉu estas la vetero malbona hodiaŭ, right? And the reason why is, if we imagine it's a sentence, a statement, and we take out the word ĉu, we're left with estas la vetero malbona hodiaŭ, which would mean there is the good weather today, right? Vetero malbona is bad weather. I think I just said it wrong. Is there the bad weather today, right? Vetero malbona is bad weather. A sentence that starts with estas is often translated as is there, or does it exist, right? Estas la vetero malbona hodiaŭ, right? So I got to take these all out of here and do it the right way, which is, it's a yes or no question, so ĉu, and then we're asking about, so the statement is, the weather is bad today. Is the weather bad today? Yes, the weather's bad today. The weather is bad. So la vetero estas malbona. La vetero estas malbona hodiaŭ.
Hodiaŭ estas varma tago, kaj la suno brilas.
All right, here's another tap what you hear.
Hodiaŭ estas varma tago, kaj la suno brilas.
Hodiaŭ estas varma tago, kaj la suno brilas. That's exactly what's happening here in Rochester too. It was a little gloomy this morning, but the sun's out. We don't get a lot of days like that here, so I should get out and do something. Hodiaŭ estas, I already forgot what he said. Hodiaŭ estas varma tago. Hodiaŭ estas varma tago, kaj la suno brilas. Write this in Esperanto. The day is cold. La tago estas, it's a simple statement. La tago estas malvarma.
La suno brilas.
All right, here's another tap what you hear. This is what I call the first female voice.
La suno brilas.
La suno brilas. We can get that. La suno brilas. The sun shines. Today is a good day. We look for the capital letter. Hodiaŭ estas bona tago. And I guarantee you, if we click on the discussion, someone's going to say today. Today is a good day today. But it's not a good day today. It's a good day to learn Esperanto. Hodiaŭ estas bona tago por lerni Esperanton. You know what? Now that I've said that, I want to actually do it. Today is a good day. Hodiaŭ estas bona tago. And I'm going to hit that. All right. And I'm going to go to the discussion. And then I'm going to look for the guy that says today. And I'm going to correct him. Who said today? Oh, here we go. Nee. That was hodiaŭ estas bona tago por morti. Ne. Whoops. Ne. Hodiaŭ estas bona tago por lerni Esperanton. There we go. We'll set him right. Hodiaŭ estas bona tago por lerni Esperanton. Where's my backspace? There it is. Por lerni Esperanton. Esperanton. Bone. All right. Let me swing back and see what's going on in the chat. 8 people watching. Thanks, everybody. Oh, wait. 8 thumbs up. Awesome. Appreciate that, guys. 10 watching. Oh, the people watching that didn't give me a thumbs up. No pressure. No pressure. Caleb, saluton. Aha. Teofilo dice, yes, estas bone vidi vin. Do jen estas homo el Arizono. Deus, God of Death. Mi ne certas ĉu mi jam konas vin. Do bonvenon al la varieteo. Tio estis mi. Kio estas vi, Mahiats? Mi estas kaj esperantisto kaj steltrekisto. Vere, ĉu mi vere respondis al via komento? Gandalf Sal. Yes, do Mahiats, mi scias ke mi vidas vin dise en la reto lasta tempe. Mi ne memoras ĉu tio estis en Tubaro aŭ en Duolingo, sed yes, do vi estas, mi pensas ke vi uzas tiun nomon Mahiats en la aliaj lokoj. Bone. Mi estas nova. Yes, do bonvenon. Yes, do jen la afero. Ni volas lerni iom da Esperanto kaj paroli iomete kaj fari kelkajn frazojn en Duolingo. Kaj tio estas vere la tuta plano. Efektive, do mi iomete parolu pri fakte, yes, do mi volas diri al vi ke estas kelkaj aliaj aferoj. Mi povas montri tion al vi. Se mi iros al YouTube, jen vi povos vidi, eble mi ne scias ĉu la ekrano estos klara. Sed, oh yes, tio indikas ke ni havas vivan elsendon. Mi povas iri al via kanalo. Jen tie. Mi volas memorigi al vi ke estas komunuma langeto, do loko por vidi komentojn kiuj nepre estas de mi, sed mi spektis amuzan kanton hodiaŭ. Ĝi estas mi dubas ĉu tiu viro efektive estas esperantisto. Mi vere ne scias, sed li faras kanton. Esperanto, why don't you complicate tenses? Kaj tiu vere ridigis min, do mi rekomendas tion. Kaj jen mi dividis filmeton pri gramatiko, kaj ĉu ĝi estas grava. Do bone, do jen la komunuma langeto, mi volas inviti vin tien. Kaj mi volas montri al vi ke mi havas aliajn filmetojn kiuj vere estas pli malpli pretaj, sed mi ankoraŭ atendas por publikigi ilin. Kaj unu el ili mi volas montri al vi la bildeton de ĝi. Ĝi nomiĝas Tomaso post dentisto. Oh yes, do jen tiu filmeto baldaŭ venos io nova. Se vi volas aŭdi nur Esperanton, mi rekomendas tion de la pasinta semajno. If you are new to Esperanto, I have a couple videos that came out recently. Esperanto Lives Again and Esperanto What? a story about the direct object. Both of those are meant for people who really don't know what Esperanto is. I'm assuming that if you listen to this much of the live stream, you already know what Esperanto is, but that may be interesting to you. And I filmed something after I had a filling done, and my daughter does not want me to make this public. So I'm telling you guys that this exists so that I can tell her that I made it public by popular demand. It's called Tommaso Post Dentisto. And, oh shoot, I clicked on it. Where'd it go? It's called Tommaso Post. I'm using a touchscreen here, and sometimes it's a little bit too sensitive. There's two versions. One's the raw footage from my cell phone, and the other one is an edited version. And unfortunately, the editing tool that I use forces it into that landscape setting. So if you're watching on a cell phone, you're going to want to watch the raw footage. So if and when that does become public, if and when that does become public, look for the card up in the corner. You can click on if you want to watch the raw footage, which will be landscape and easier to see on a cell phone. There's not a big difference between the two, but the plot of the whole thing is I went and had a filling done, and then I tried to whistle, and while speaking Esperanto, Tommaso Post Dentisto, and my daughter does not want me to make that public. Anyway, so that's what's going on. And the other thing that I'm doing is that's been taking up my YouTube time is we really want to get the Esperanto word of the day done, and that requires a lot of recording. And it's more than half done, and I need to get it done by the middle of next week. And I'm going away this weekend, so I'll be spending most of my spare time doing that. So anyway, Matias estas mia angla nomo. Dosetio estas angla nomo Matthias. Matthias estas mia angla nomo, kaj rete mi ofte uzas la esperantan version de mia nomo, kiun mi faris Mahiats. La libroj, retpaĝoj, katidoj kaj hundidoj ĉiuj havas langeton. Yes, do langeto estas fakte do community tab. Do se vi havas alian proponon, mi ŝatus aŭdi tion, sed antaŭ multaj jaroj, do kiam ekzemple en dosierujo, kiam oni havas multajn dosierojn en vere fizika dosierujo, foje estas malgrandaj pecoj da paperoj, kiuj aŭ eble plastaj aferoj, kiuj elstaras iomete, kaj mi lernis la nomon langeto por tio. Do tiam mi uzas la saman vorton en por la community tab, la komunuma langeto. Bone. Do se ne estos pli da komentoj aŭ demandoj, mi denove faros alian ekzercon en alian lecionon en Duolingo. Bone, ĉu ni sufiĉe lernis pri la vetero? Ĉu ni faru la lastan, ĉu ne? Ne finu tiun lecionon. Devos esti 3 lecionoj por fini tion. It's morning in the city and it is raining. Okay, it is morning, all right? So there's no actual it that's doing it. And there's no actual it that is raining. So we have estas and pluvas in both cases. Estas mateno en la urbo kaj pluvas. And somebody asked the question about this sentence going the other direction. Why can't we say it is morning in the city and raining? Right? And I think you kind of can, right? But you've got to be careful when you mix different meanings of the word it is, right? So if I say it is a good idea to eat breakfast and raining, right? That makes no sense because it refers to 2 different things there. Yeah. It is morning and rain. Yeah, you know what? I do think it is morning and raining. It is morning in the city and raining. Maybe that's okay. Anyway, enough of that. All right. Estas mateno kaj pluvas. So that's the sentence we just saw. It is morning. We need a capital I. It is morning. And it is raining. All right. Today the weather is very good. Hodiaŭ, capital H. Hodiaŭ la vetero estas tre bona. All right, and again, la vetero is the noun, and tre bona, bona is the adjective describing that noun. So since there's a noun there to modify or to describe, that we use an adjective. And I say that because I'm hoping we come up with an example where we say estas varme. Ne pluvas en la domo. Ne pluvas. Oh, that was supposed to be a taputu here. Ne pluvas en la domo. Ne pluvas. It is not raining in the house. Ne pluvas en la domo. The room is very good. La ĉambro estas tre bona. La ĉambro estas tre bona. By the way, a lot of people recommend typing rather than using the word tiles. They find it helps them think through this more and find it more challenging, and they learn better. And that's, I think that's actually probably good advice. I'm doing it this way because for now it seems easy enough to tap that in. Keep the discussion going here, the live stream moving. Ĉu vi laboras kun Adamo blank Sofio? Sofia, we have to decide. Ĉu vi laboras kun Adamo? Estas Sofia? Ĉu vi laboras kun Adamo aŭ Sofia? Tre Sofia. Devos esti aŭ. Ĉu vi yes. Ĉu vi laboras kun Adamo aŭ Sofia? Do you work with Adam or Sophia? And this is just another example of ĉu is used for yes or no questions, but it can also be used for either or questions. And I would think this particular sentence, just like the English version of it, could be a yes or no question or an either or question, depending on the context. You know, ĉu vi laboras kun Adamo aŭ Sofia? Mi devas trovi unu el ili. Right? Do you work with one of them? Anyway, here we go. Next one. Do you come from the United States or Australia? All right, so this is also a yes or no question, starting with ĉu. And then we have to find out what's the underlying statement here. Do you come from the United States or Australia? It is you come from the United States or Australia. So you come, vi venas, from the United States, el usono. Another common question is why did we say the United States and simply usono without the? And that's because the name of the country in English is the United States, and the name of the country in Esperanto is simply usono. Ĉu vi venas el usono aŭ el? And there's no second L, so I'm just going to say Australio. You are correct. All right, I have planned on going into the forum to ask a couple questions. By the way, traditionally, in the weeks past that we've done this, I've tried to keep this limited to an hour. I will hang out here for, I'm not going to be as strict with the time as I have been, as long as people are, I'm trying to catch people while they're on lunchtime in the US, and I think it's evening in Europe. So right now it's approaching 1 o'clock on the West Coast. That means the noon is now passing over the United States, if you want to look at it that way. All right. So we will see. We will see who is watching. And I'll probably read some words in Esperanto and start speaking Esperanto again. Here we go. Kio estas langeto? Langeto estas tab. Right? So lango is a tongue. And langeto, I'm going to type this out. Langeto is a little tongue, right? And yeah, machiats, we'll get to that in a second. So langeto would be a little tongue, right? And so if you imagine a file cabinet with little tabs sticking up where so you know how to pull back the little files. The little tabs are sticking up just like a little tongue. So langhetto is the word that I learned years ago for a tab, and I've yet to hear a better alternative. So the community tab is over here on, if I go to my channel, right? Where I have to go to my channel. Oops. My channel. They move this around when you're in Studio Beta or Studio. My channel. And so across the top of, I don't know why it's doing this. There we go. Across the top here, I can point at it with my pointer. I have a home tab, a videos tab, a playlist tab, and community tab. So in the community tab here, if you click on that, that's the Comunuma Langhetto. And then there are things that I put out there during the week that are either interesting or let you know what's coming up. Well, hopefully what's coming up is also interesting. All right. So then, yes, all right. So Mahiats, I'm sorry, Deus, God of death, Dio de la morto. Little quick thing here. So when we use the word estas, right? It's usually, you have estas. You just plug in what you want to say, right? So if you want to say, what is langhetto? It's kio estas langhetto. You just plug in the words. Kio is what? Langhetto is the word you're asking about. Kio estas langhetto. I'm making gestures here, but I can't see me. Right, but if you're doing something to the word, that makes it the direct object. So, mi lernis. And then you need an N to show that it's the direct object, right? So, mi lernis ion. Right? Mi lernas Esperanton. So that's what Mahiats was commenting on there. Saluton evoso, do saluton sir spici, saluton sir spicy. Ien alia nova nomo, do esas bone vidi vin. I'm curious, who is there anybody? Because last week was a funny week for me because I got. By the way, thanks for the thumbs up. Last week was a funny week because I had somebody unsubscribe after I did my video in Esperanto, my live stream. It indicated that somebody watched the video and unsubscribed. And that sort of thing happens all the time, and I try not to think about it too much. But the thought occurred that since I had just done the thing under the thing challenge, Esperanto what? That video. Since I just made that video, I got a lot of video, like YouTube people subscribe to the channel. And I wonder whether they suddenly found out, oh, wait a minute. They actually speak another language here that I don't understand. All right, I think I clicked on, I want to show, where's the chat? Show chat. I want to see the chat. Because that's how I can keep in touch with you guys. There it is. So Sir Spicy and anybody else listening along, if there's anybody here who's not able to follow the Esperanto, go ahead and say hi in English. That's fine too. The name of the game today, for those of you just joining, is we're going to work on some Duolingo and see if we can answer some questions. And if you guys don't have any questions, I will come over here. These are some questions that I picked out ahead of time. I've not actually looked at them in detail. I'm being a little obsessive here. I'm trying to cut out this from email tracking thing here. But these are some, I pre-screened some questions to find out whether they actually were legitimate questions. These are recent questions that people are actually asking on the forum. So let's see. This is funny. 2 months ago. This is Roberto. He answered this question. I love this. How did you respond so quickly? Do you get a notification whenever somebody posts a question? And thank you. I bet you he does. That's how I respond. All right, so let's take a look at the sentence that we're discussing. We need more volunteers. Ni bezonas pli da volontuloj. Right, so volonta means willingly. Right, so volontulo is a person who does things willingly. And we could also say volontule. Should I type it out? Probably not. Volontule. as an adverb to mean a person who does something on a volunteer, or to do something on a voluntary basis, right? Do something like a volunteer would. The person wants to know, oh my gosh. The person wants to know, could you use senpai laboristoi to mean volunteers without pay workers? I'm going to say no. In fact, when I first read this, I thought it was the word pilo. Is hey, right? Pilo is hey. I don't know if you guys can read that. My spell check doesn't like it. Pilo is hey. But we're not talking about sen pilo. We're talking about sen, right? So pago. No, not really. Not really. By the way, pago is pay. Sen pagulo, make that italic. Sen pagulo would be a person characterized. I always hate this word by no pay, but not necessarily a volunteer. All right, there's my answer to that one. I am way behind on answering my questions. I actually do get notifications, and they automatically go into a folder. That's the only way that I found that I can keep track of any new questions in the old threads, is just to follow all the threads. And I have not been able to spend time going in answering people's questions, so I'm like way behind here. Yep. So let's look at another question. And I'm trying to do it this way rather than the way I did it before, because doing it, opening up a bunch of tabs ahead of time caused my computer to run out of memory and crash the live stream. Oh, I love this one. This is a picture that Lee Miller put together. This is actually his toy, or maybe I shouldn't call it a toy. He has lots of stuffed animals, and this is a stuffed animal that he sent this picture of, and so I tweeted it out so I can paste it into these discussions. Because people ask all the time, how would you use a continuous, how do you say you are not working as opposed to you do not work? And I said, an Esperanto verb ending in as expresses the meaning of two different verb forms in English. Mi kuras, I run and I'm running. Mi dormas, I sleep and I'm sleeping. Mi iras, I go and I'm going. But here's, this person was replying to me. 10 hours ago, he asked, would vine verkoi be a correct substitute in the sentence? When would you use verkoi instead of laboras? Are they interchangeable? All right, who knows the answer to that one? I'll swing back and see. I imagine a lot of you do, but I'm going to type this out as I explain it. No, they are not interchangeable. Verko is a work. I should make that italic rather than quotes. Verko is a work, like a book. And laboras means works or is working. That is laboras, and again, italics. Laboras is a verb. And verko is a noun. Is that a good answer? You guys think that's, oops, gotta spell noun right, N-O-U-N. Is that a good answer? Change this to italics instead of quotes. All right, hopefully that's a clear and helpful answer for that person. And let me answer one more question. Oh, I hear a rattling at the door. I wonder if that's the postman. Ĉu tio estas la poŝtisto? La poŝtisto faras bruon ĉe la pordo. Li malfermis la poŝkeston. Okay. So estas does not use the accusative. We actually just talked about that in the live stream. In the desert are fruits and wine only. Why is this wrong? Okay, this might be a trickier one because it's a question about English. En la deserto, in the desert, estas nur fructoi kai vino. And the translation given is, in the desert, there are only fruit and wine. Excuse me. In the desert are fruits and wine only. I'm just going to say if he reports it as an alternative, I suspect that if you report it as an alternative, it would be accepted. I wouldn't word it that way myself, but I think the course authors, my guess is the course authors probably would add it in that case. All right, where are you guys? Here we go. You're on this tab. Vi estas sur tiu langulo. Esperanto estas tre interesa. Bone. Lance diras paroli, se mi ne komprenas kion li clarigas. Can you please explain ek? Good. I'll be glad to. Ek, it'd be nice if we had an example. Ek has three basic meanings. Ek, it means the start of action. It means a sudden action, and it can also mean a temporary action. All right, and I'll elaborate on that a little bit. Right, so ek meaning the start of. I wonder if it would be. Should I type this out as I go? Will that help? Right, so ek is the start. Ek has three meanings. Start of action. What was the other one I said? Start of action. Beginning of action. No. Sudden action. Or brief action. Those are the three basic meanings of ek, right? So I could ask you, when did you start learning Esperanto? Kiam vi eklernis Esperanton? So eklernis means started to learn in that case, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that you just jumped out of your chair and began learning, right? From the context, eklernis Esperanton means when did you begin, right? If I just ask you, kiam vi lernis Esperanton, that could be when did you spend some time learning Esperanto, right? But if I ask eklernis, that refers to the start of the time. The next kind of meaning that we often see with ek is sudden action, right? And that's what I was just and that's also from context, we'll understand that, right? So if I said, la ŝtelisto vidis la hundon kai ekkuris, right? The thief saw the dog and took to his heels. Li ekkuris. He just bolted out of there, right? So it's not just, he didn't just begin running. There in that context, it's very clear that he bolted out of there. He just suddenly changed what he was doing. And the last one is brief action. And you'll see that again, it's context that lets you know which is which. Brili, right? Ek brilis. So if you want to take somebody's picture, sometimes la fotilo ek brilis, aŭ la fotilo ne ek brilis, kaj nun mi havas malbonan foton, right? Ek brili in that situation means flash, right? Because it doesn't shine. It's not like shining out like a beacon. It just shines very briefly, suddenly, and for a short amount of time. So those are the three basic meanings of ek. If there's a lesson in Duolingo, if there's a lesson in Duolingo that you'd like to see that has ek in it, we can do that. And so there was a question about who I am in Duolingo. This is what I look like there. Salivanto. That's also the name of my general language learning channel, which I'm just sort of starting. Doesn't have a lot of videos on it yet. And I call myself your personal Esperanto tutor. That's kind of an inside joke, and you guys can be on the inside here. Somebody was saying that I act like I'm everybody's personal Esperanto tutor on the forum, and I shouldn't do that. So I decided that if I was going to be called out for being everybody's personal Esperanto tutor, that I would put that on my profile. If you don't want me to be your tutor, you don't have to. Be my student, but I'll be glad to help out if I can. And don't just follow me on Duolingo. Every time I get into effect somebody, my phone just beeped. I wonder if that's. I should look at it now to see who. That's probably a new follower on Duolingo. No. Oh yeah, Caleb Clark 1 is following you. So Caleb, if you're watching, don't forget to subscribe to Esperanto Variety Show. Every time my phone beeps and tells me I have a new follower on Duolingo, I said, "Oh, I really want more subscribers on YouTube." But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Yeah. All right. So Sir Spicy wants to know if a sen paglaboristo would be an intern. But first of all, pi is not a real word. So we need to say sen paglaboristo. The word just doesn't feel right to me, right? So ne pagita laboristo, right? That's maybe another way to put it. Intern. People ask me that all the time. How do you say intern? And I have forgotten. I actually came up with a good answer. But anyway, I don't remember. So I'm Salivanto. Yep, you guys know that one. All right. Haha, that's me, Caleb. Oh. So Caleb, you are, Caleb, of course. So it's your Caleb. No wonder why you have the same name on YouTube and on Duolingo. All right. Shall we do another? I'm going to answer one more forum question and then decide what we want to do. Like I said, I'll be happy to keep on doing this as long as people are interested in watching. So let me answer another question on Duolingo, and then we will see what you guys think about that. Like I said, I follow a whole bunch of threads on Duolingo so I can be notified when there are new questions. All right, so first of all, somebody said, sorry, no poste. And somebody downvoted. I just hate this because, so I'm going to vote it back up to 0. If the question was not, there's nothing wrong with the question. It just wasn't clear. In fact, you said this twice. I'm not sure what the concern is. Could you clarify? You know what? People tell me that I come off as rude online, and I look at this and I can see why people say that about me. But I assure you, those guys who are taking the time to listen, I don't mean it as rude. The time that I spend on the forum is limited, so sometimes I try to think about how to make sure I'm not coming off that way, and sometimes I don't succeed. Right? But the person wrote, sorry, no post day. I didn't know what that meant, so I said, you said this twice. Not sure what the concern is. Could you clarify? That was 9 months ago. Then 5 months ago, so 4 months later, somebody named Jack, who looks like a dog, with a little funny nose there. We have us Hundan Nazon. He says, Chanal PP is asking the team to add the Esperanto word poste into the course as another solution. And I said, how would you know what this person is asking? And also, what is the full sentence? He thinks she should be added for see you later, Sophia. And somebody thought this was worthy of a downvote. I think downvote should be used much more conservatively if there's a problem. All right. Now here's somebody actually asking a related question. Can we add poste into the course lessons, please? And also, please. I don't remember learning please. Dankon. Poste. Maybe she's not asking for, I'm going to say she because it looks like 2 women. So I don't know if she's asking what the words mean. Poste, but I'm going to answer it. Poste is afterwards. And please, mi petas, is please. All right. So here's the problem I have with this comment. And Kate Doc, if you're watching, listening, no offense here, but here's the thing. They're trying to teach you, see you later, Sophia. Gis poste, Sophia. Right? The person wants to know what poste means. And this is a sentence teaching you what poste means. That see you later is gis poste. And while you're learning, a lot of times it makes sense to learn things in chunks. Right? So see you later means gis poste. It literally means until afterwards. All right, but you don't necessarily need to know you don't need to know literally to be able to learn it. I think a lot of times if people spend too much time being literal, they're not able to pull the sentences out in time of need when they're ready to go. Ne, vi estas malaĉa. Okay. Lance says, bonvolu paroli pri la diversaj uzoj de jam. Yes, bone. Sed unue mi volas agnoski tiun komenton de Nael, Andrew. Mi nur farigis via patrono. Do pardono, dankon unue. Mi dankas vin pro tio, se mi ancora ne ligigis vian YouTubean nomon al via vera nomo. Sed bone, vere estas agrable havi patronoin, char estas sen patronoi, kai sen, effektive, jen alia afero, kion mi neoficiale annonsos dum la viva elsendo, estas ke mi attendas mondonacon de de Esperantic Studies Foundation, ESOFO, al evoso, kai de Esperanto uso a, kai tio estas parta pago por la jaraj elspezoj por tiu kanalo. Do ni preskaŭ ricevis ĉion, kion ni bezonas por daŭrigi la kanalon. Do tio signifas ke mi povos fari filmetojn ĝis almenaŭ ĝis septembro, kaj post tio ni devos denove pripensi la aferon. Do tiuj, kiuj fariĝas patronoj, vi vere helpas antaŭenigi tiun projekton, do dankon pro tio. Kai yes, do mi simply attendas mi ricevis la retposton, kai li diris ke li sendos al mi la monon, kai mi attendas la detalojn pri tio, kai tiam mi faros oficialan anoncon en YouTube, kompreneble mi dankos al ili, al Esperanto uso A, kiu donacis monon por tio, kai yes, kai dank al ili, nun vi povas spekti aferojn en Esperanto da tie ĉi. Bone. Kaj Caleb havas demandon, mi legos tion pli poste. La diversaj uzoj de jam. Do mi ne scias precize kion vi demandas. Do jam en la angla estas already. Do tio signifas ke ĝi priskribas aferoj kiuj okazis en la pasinteco, kaj ĝi emfazas ke ni eble iomete ke tiuj informoj estas iom surprizaj, mi ne scias. Sed ekzemple do mi jam manĝis, jam de. Nu, do estas jam ne eble. Jam de, yes. Yes, do tio bone. Sed unue mi volas paroli pri jam ne. Do jam ne. Jam ne estas tre simila al ne plu. Do mi jam ne loĝas. Nu fakte mi ne povas elpensi ekzemplon. Do mi jam do tio Carlo, no, Braieno, Bruno, jen nomo Bruno, Jam ne loĝas en Bostono. Tio signifas ke Bruno iam loĝis en Bostono, sed nun li ne loĝas tie, do li jam ne loĝas tie. Tio estas unu uzo de jam. Kaj do jam de do mi parolas Esperanton jam de 20 jaroj. Do tio estas do mi parolas Esperanton de 20 jaroj, ekde do dum 20 jaroj. Mi parolas Esperanton jam de 20 jaroj. So already of 50, already of 20 years, right? So tio signifas ke ni ankoraŭ kalkulas la tempon de mia vidpunkto, ĉu ne? Kaj alia klarigo do jam ne jam estas, mi pensas ke laŭ Piv ne jam estas evitinda. Do ĝi ne egalas evitinda. Do ne jam estas evitinda de laŭ mia scio. Do logike ili havas malsaman signifon. Do ne jam prefere oni diru ankoraŭ ne. Ankoraŭ ne jam. Oni uzas ne jam, sed laŭ Piv ĝi estas evitinda, kaj mi mem ne uzas ĝin. Lance, I hope that answered your question. If you have more questions, let me know. Yeah, okay, let's see. So Caleb asks, the Esperanto house in North Carolina, can you go there and stay and immerse yourself? All right, actually, that's a very interesting question. That was Per, Printempa Esperanto Semajnfino. That's an annual event, right? So for 1 weekend a year, yes, you can go there and immerse yourself in Esperanto. I was once contacted by somebody who wanted to do a homestay, an Esperanto homestay, and I have been toying with the idea of advertising that because my wife and kids speak Esperanto. We don't speak Esperanto all the time at home, but we certainly could. That would be a fun project to do. And, we could turn it into an opportunity for someone to come and get immersed in Esperanto. Yeah, so that's always possible, but not, there's nothing I can think of in the US that's actual set up to do that right now on short notice. But yeah, that's certainly something that is possible. The other thing I want to say about Per, especially if there are people from the US listening and watching, that was a very successful event from my point of view. And I think it worked very well. There were some local people that wanted to see it happen, and they got people together and they found a venue, and they said, all right, let's have an event there. Let's bring in somebody to help teach and or present. Last year they brought in somebody else, and this year, and I think I've been provisionally requested to plan on being the presenter next year. And so they paid for my travel to go down there to that event. And they had a pretty good turnout. You can see it in some of the pictures and the videos that we have. Off the top of my head, I think it's probably on the order of 15 or 18 people were there. And they were mostly, I would say, intermediate, advanced intermediate. There were some new beginners there. And I would love to see that kind of event go on elsewhere in the country. So if anybody is interested in putting that on, I would gladly work with you on that to see what we could do. I've been very interested in doing that in the Southwest. So I've contacted the Esperanto Club there, and I've actually just started looking into venues. Which, if you're from Arizona, I'll touch base with you soon. And the other place that I would be very interested in doing that would be Ohio. Just because that's in the sort of Midwest. and not necessarily Ohio. I mean, Indiana or Illinois, I think, would be another possibility. And what I like about that part of the country is, for me, I could easily drive there, and then hopefully we can get people from the area to come in and spend a weekend immersed in Esperanto that way. So yeah, if that's at all interesting. Oh, this is Katie. I thought that was Caleb that was answering the question. Oh, no, Katie's clarifying. Yeah, Printempo en Contigio. That was a weekend event, not a standing contemplate. Yep. So Katie, yep, answer that question too. Katie, by the way, thanks for watching. Nice to have you here. Yes, tutte clarigite dankon. Yes, please. All right. Texas is a great place. Texas is a great place for Esperanto, especially if you're near Austin. There's an ant on me. I don't like ants. Because I know there's lots of Esperanto, lots of good, solid Esperanto speakers in the Austin area. And it seems like everybody's from Texas. And I don't know. Unfortunately, my Texas geography is limited and these things don't stick in my mind. But I know Filippo is from Texas. And I always forget her Esperanto name, Charlotte Burton, who's been putting a lot of neat stuff on her Esperanto channel and also on the Esperanto USA YouTube channel. She's from Texas as well. All right, so Caleb is in Austin. Now, by the way, thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. 11 people still watching. All right, so those of you who are still watching, should we continue? Is there something you want to see? Oh, you did meet Charlotte. She's in Dallas. Carolino. Yeah, I bet you that's it. I get turned around because there was a local TV personality in Rochester who had me on her show a couple times, and her name was Charlotte. And we decided her Esperanto name would be Carlota. So I always want to call Charlotte Burton Carlota, but that's not her name. All right. Let me do another Duolingo exercise, and then I'll come back to see who's still watching, if there's any new questions or comments or anything along those lines. All right. Waiting for the Duolingo screen to open. Mi atendas la ekranon, bone. Kaj yes. Do kion ni faru? Pluraloi. Every day. Every day sounds fun. Let's do a test out. No, I'm going to do time practice. Ready? This is going to be fun. How do I do this? Oh, to do time practice, it's a general time practice. So, speed round, everybody. Oh, they changed this dang thing. I got to click on the dumbbell. I'm looking all over for the old practice button. It's not there anymore. Okay, speed round. Practice and beat the clock. I am a person. Mi estas viro. No. Mi estas homo. Mi estas homo. Only one homo. Mi estas homo. Mark the correct. Good-looking people are coming today. Belai cafe. Nope. Belai homoi venas hodiaŭ. Yep. Bonan vesperon kaj bonvenon. Good evening and welcome. Mark the correct meaning. Bonan nokton, Sofia. Bonan nokton, Sofia. Bonan nokton. Gis la revido. Gis la revido. I got revido in the wrong spot. Bonan nokton. Gis la revido. And that means good night. See you later. Congratulations. Thanks. Gratulon. Dankon. La tago estas bella. The day is pretty. We meet in cafes. Select the missing word. La cabinoj estas tre belaj. La tago estas bella. I call this woman the second woman. I forgot her real name, but I know who she is. La tago estas bella kaj varma. The day is pretty and warm. Ni renkontiĝas en kafejoj. More than one kafejo. Good evening. How are you? Bonan vesperon. Kiel vi fartas? Pardon. Jen respondo al antaŭa demando. Pardono, mi ne fartas bone. Ni renkontiĝas en kafejo hodiaŭ. We meet in a cafe today. I spelled today wrong. Oops. Good evening. Bonan vesperon. Vesperon kai bonvenon. Good evening and welcome. Bonven on. Ni renkontiĝas en kafejo hodiaŭ. This reminds me, people complained about the old voice that it was too fast, and now they complain about the new voices that are too small. Which just goes to show you can't please everybody. Gratulon. Gratulon, Sofia. Pardonu min. Yep, it's going to be a good summer for Esperanto. La homoj renkontiĝas. I'm just thinking, whoops, I spelled it wrong, dang it. Hit enter too soon. But I think I'm still, oh, come on, you ding ding. Just thinking about some of the people in the chat that I know from NASC. Looking forward to NASC in a few weeks by now. It's less than a month, probably just a couple of weeks. And I'm bringing a crew down there. My wife and son are going. I saw recently there are 83 people signed up for NASC. Oops, I'm looking for the chat. Here we go. Carolino. Mi sekvas Charlotte. Nun. Carolino, ankaŭ revigas la usej. Estas por iu, kiu havas malpli ol 35 jarojn kaj estas membro de Esperanto uso A. Esto jen io por la junuloj kiuj spektas kaj estas de Usono. Estas usona klubo por junuloj. Bone. Yes, jen la problemo pri junularaj renkontiĝoj estas ke junuloj maljuniĝas, ĉu ne? Tio estas la bona afero, ĉar la alternativo estas ke ili ne maljuniĝas, kaj mi preferas vekiĝi je la bona flanko, la ĝusta flanko de la herboj. Bone. Nu bone, do mi pensas ke mi simple proponos al vi rigardi en la kanalo por aliaj aferoj, ĉar mi devas atenti ĉu mi ricevis respondon pri la vorto de la tago. Estis agrable vidi tiom da novaj nomoj. Kaj Caleb, mi pensas ke vi jam havas miajn kontaktinformojn. Kaj se ne, fakte ĝi estas Salivanto, tiu sama nomo, kion vi konas de Duolingo. Kaj do eblas kontakti min per Facebook per tiu nomo, Salivanto, aŭ per yahoo.com. Eblas sendi retpoŝton. Do bone. Do al ĉiuj kiuj spektas, mi pensas ke tio estas ĉio por hodiaŭ. Mi esperas ke ni povos fari tion pli ol unufoje en semajno. Mi havas kompletigontajn filmetojn, kiujn mi esperas fini en la venonta semajno. Do ni havos ion malsaman por la venonta semajno. Kaj jes, do ĝis iam kaj ie en YouTube aŭ en Esperantujo. Ĝis revido.